Welcome back. Now, law enforcement agencies descended on Sedibeng this evening to deal with criminal elements, including housebreaking and the rapid increase in drug use in the area. Rising criminal activity has prompted the SAPS teams and different law enforcement agencies to take Operation Shanela to Sedibeng. For more on this, I'm joined by the Gauteng Police Commissioner, Elias Mawela. Good evening to you, Commissioner. I'm hoping that you can hear me now. Just talk to us about the operation and what's been happening on the ground so far.
Good evening to you and good evening to the viewers at home. Thank you very much. Yes, indeed, we are here in Vanderbijl Park. We have decided to come this side because of the policing precinct is experiencing the high rate of the burglaries in residential and business premises. But again, when we look at the contact crime, assault GPH, assault common, it is on the rise. The robbery aggravating is also a problem. And what we are attributing this rise of criminality is because of the number of liquor outlets which we are having. This small area of Vanderbijl is having over 400 liquor outlets with the population of 180,000, including the 20,000 which is comprising of the students from the 3 universities. So that is the reasons why we decided to come and assist the District Commissioner, General Lemba, and the Station Commander to suppress the crime in this particular area.
Commissioner, last weekend we saw you entering one of the hijacked buildings in Marshalltown, where we know that fire, that devastating fire took place. Are there concerns of other areas in the Gauteng province when it comes to hijacked buildings, and will you be tackling those?
Yes, definitely. Also here in Vanderbijl, we do have some of the units which have been taken over by rogue people, but we do have a team which is going to work on that. The good thing about here in Vanderbijl is that the owners of those buildings, they are around and they are working with the law enforcement agencies in terms of providing the relevant information, opening the cases. Here in Sedibeng, I've counted close to 10 cases registered whereby close to 45 units were taken over by the rogue people here. But my detective team, led by General Kumalo, they'll be hard at work and not dealing with those ones. But going back to Operation Shanela here, I think we have also done very well in that. Already in this roadblock, we have arrested 5 people for drunken driving and 12 undocumented persons. And our detectives, they are also doing very well across the province, whereby 789 known and wanted suspects are already arrested. So the night is still young, but those so-called hijacked buildings in Sedibeng will go and knock at their door. And whoever will be found to be illegal in that particular space will be dealt with because of the owners. They've definitely open cases against them.
And Commissioner, just moving on to the issue of illegal mining, we know it's an ongoing issue in Gauteng and various parts of the country. How big of an issue is it currently in Sedibeng?
Yeah, in Sedibeng, the only area where we are having this problem of illegal mining is the Tier area. We have seen that the Zamazamas, they are beginning to entrench themselves this side, solely because of they've seen that we were busy in Johannesburg, in Ikuruleni, and West Rand. So they've started this particular part of the Tier, but we have a weekly illegal mining operations here to also deal with them decisively. But as we all know that once they feel pressure this area, they move to another area. But we'll continue with our weekly illegal mining operations.
Just lastly, Commissioner, let's talk about the progress that we've seen with initially Operation Ukai and now Operation Shanela. Are we seeing a positive change when it comes to criminality in the Gauteng province and the country as a whole?
No, definitely there is an impact. You know, previously because of, there was no standard approach nationally. And now that we have a standard approach and we descend to all the hotspot areas simultaneously, starting from Thursday until Monday morning, focusing on the hotspot areas, the purpose is to ensure that, we saturate and we discourage people from committing crime. But those who are committing crime, they are being dealt with decisively. But at the same time, we have created a no-go area for the criminals because of there's no way that when I'm operating in Gauteng, they can go and Paula in Free State, knowing that after I've operated, they'll come back and continue this side. So while I'm operating, my counterpart in Free State, she's hard at work, also doing what I'm doing this side. In Northwest, the same. In Limpopo, the same. In Mpumalanga, the same. So there's no place to hide for the criminals in South Africa. And as a result, crime is showing a downward trend, of which we appreciate the impact of this operation.
And Commissioner, the scourge of drugs and drug abuse in this specific area, how is it being dealt with?
Yeah, definitely it is a problem. Most where there is students or there is a tertiary institutions, then the drug dealers, they also come and entrench themselves in this area. So here in Vanderbijl is the same. And when we look at how the station they've performed in terms of detecting or arresting those who are dealing with drugs, especially those who are in possession with drugs, they've done very well. But now we are changing our focus to begin to deal with those, the serious ones, the dealers, the ones who are supplying the drugs in this particular space. The intelligence community, they've assured me during the briefing that they are working on some of the big fishes who are dealing with drugs in this area. I hope in the near future they'll be able to take down those ones.
All right, Commissioner, thank you very much for sharing the work that you are doing in Sedibeng this evening. We appreciate your time tonight. That was the Gauteng Police Commissioner, Elias Mawela, talking to us about Operation Shanela. It is in Sedibeng this evening, talking about the various issues being plagued by that community. But moving on now.